Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for everyone listening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the BitMart and Friends 5th year anniversary AMA Bash. I'm your host, Kelechi Ibe from BitMart, and we have an exciting event planned for you today with a lot of exciting announcements and, of course, a great panel as always. Today is day number one of a 3-day anniversary AMA series. And today we'll be discussing the bullish case for BitMart. And we have a special guest appearance by Sheldon Xia, the founder and CEO of BitMart. We also have joining us today Lee Fan, Chief Strategy Officer at BitMart, and Eric Bai, the Managing Director of Cipholio Ventures, to delve into our products and community initiatives. We also will be here on the 15th and 16th as part of the series. So please stay tuned for more information on that. Before we begin, I would like to inform you about our anniversary campaigns that will be starting tomorrow and ending on March 30th. And believe me, there's a lot to be excited about, and you understand why in a few minutes. So first, we are having a trading competition where participants can win up to 200,000 USDT in tokens. And second, we have our futures lucky draw, where participants can win or share in 300,000 USDT in rewards. Thirdly, we have a 50% off flash sale in BTC, ETH, and Matic on the BitMart's Launchpad page. So, I mean, if you want to end up with more BTC and ETH and Matic, be sure to visit our Launchpad page for more information on how to take advantage of that. And also, we have for our API users, we definitely love our API users. We have a spot trading fee reimbursement campaign where you can receive up to 90% of your spot trading fee back. Again, that is 90% of your spot trading fee will be reimbursed to you. So if you're not a BitMart API user, what are you waiting for? Sign up and get up to 90% of your spot trading fee reimbursed. Additionally, we have a treasure hunts campaign where users can win gold and silver shot NFTs for a chance to win 99 USDT. And last but certainly not the least, we love our live audience, and we always have something in store for them. So we are giving away 30 USDT to 30 lucky attendees during today's AMA. So all the details on these campaigns, every single one of them will be available on the pinned tweet on this Twitter space. So we encourage you to check them out and join us in celebration of our 50th anniversary at BitMart. So with no further delays, I would like to welcome Sheldon Xia, the founder and CEO of BitMart, to today's AMA. Sheldon, I'm glad to have you here.
Okay, thank you, Kelechi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, it's our 5th anniversary, and tomorrow, March 15th, marks the 5th anniversary of BitMart official launch. It's a major mile marker in our long journey together since our humble beginning in 2017. When we just start with just 2 spot trading pairs in that day, but today, BitMart has over 1,000 spot trading pairs and has become a comprehensive exchange with multiple business lines, including spot, futures, margin, NFT, and more. And we maintain our ranking as a top global exchange. The performance, security, and user friendliness of our products has undergone fundamental changes in the past 5 years. And our team has expanded from 20 people to over 400 people worldwide, growing more than tenfold. Where BitMart has adapted and grew over the past 5 years, what has not changed in our unwavering dedication and commitment to our user. I have been in the industry for 10 years now, and I have experienced 3 bull bear circles with our team. And we have seen our share of industry highs and lows, Fed, bull runs, and everything in between. And our core mission to bring further economic innovation, efficiency, and equality to you and the world countries unfazed. Um, we are only 3 months into 2023, and yet the year has already ushered in plenty challenges and opportunities for us all. Whether it's sending ads and goodwill to the people of Turkey who were affected by the earthquake, or helping artists make a living from their NFTs, more people are using crypto and are interested in Web3 technology than even before. Um, as BitMart continues to expand its operation from 2022 to 2025 next 2 years, our goals are very clear. First, when we were focused on providing enhanced localized care experience and infrastructure to our users worldwide. And the second one, we will continue to enhance our world-class security and risk control system to help further protect our user and our exchange, especially like something happened like 2 years ago, after 2 years ago. And we will grow the ecosystem by continuing to ride on the cutting edge of product innovation. Over the coming years, BitMart will fully transform into an exchange with industry-leading sports and regional derivative trading, with accompanying business lines such as MT, NNN program, and also trusted institutional grade custody and trading solutions. As part of our growth strategy, we will provide enhanced features and experience to accommodate our user in variety of expanding market and cultures, and strive to achieve compliance in more and more countries. One example of the commitment we have to our growth in global user base in our current upgrade of like buy and sell option jointly with our partner, including MoonPay, Simplex, and Banksa. Those partners will greatly enhance like fiat to crypto and crypto to fiat related user experience, and will provide our user with an easy way to enjoy crypto. All of those serve our ultimate goal to provide our user with a powerful gateway into the world of Web3. And at the same time, we also put a great importance of the increased safety of user funds, in addition to constantly enhancing our risk control and security systems. We are also working with partners like Copper, Kobo, and Fireblock to achieve the separation of transaction, settlement, and fund custody. So as to better approach the direction of business compliance and also the users' money safe. And one more important update I'd like to share is that in July 2021, BitMart established its own crypto fund named Cipholio, and the fund led by Eric, and which is a brand upgrade from its former name, BitMart Labs. And we have been involved in the incubation of multiple seed and early stage projects, carried out efficient education courses and campaigns to increase crypto awareness and adoption. And we also have invested in more than 50 companies in the past 2 years, covering payment solutions, NFT data, and some non-custodial wallet infrastructures in the past 2 years. And Cipholio will continue to explore and invest in projects that are moving the industry forward. And we can't wait to meet more new friends come from some projects and companies. For the future, we have both confidence and capability. We hope that within the next 5 years, that BitMart will become a top 5 global exchange and a pioneering leader and a contributor to the growth and the infrastructure to the industry. And we are grateful and humble for all of the trust and support that you or the users or our partner have given us in the past 5 years. And we hope that you can enjoy us for all of the crypto and the Web3 revolution to come. Together, let's work into the metaverse of Web3 and build the future of Web3. And we hope that you will celebrate with us on those days and that you continue to enjoy BitMart for many more decades to come. And that's all. Thank you. Thank you, all BitMart users and partners. Okay. And back to you, Kalichi.
All right, thank you, Sheldon, for that insightful reflection and summary of BitMart and what we've accomplished in the last 5 years. I will. It's amazing to see the growth and progress we've made in such a short period of time, and I'm very excited to see what the future holds for our company. But before we dive deeper into the Twitter Space AMA, I would like to briefly read our disclaimer, our legal disclaimer. So the information provided is for general informational purposes only. All information is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranties of any kind, expressed or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of such information. The statements or opinions expressed in this event are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of BitMart or its affiliates and shall not be considered professional financial investment advice. All crypto investments are highly speculative in nature and involve substantial risk of loss. Past hypothetical or simulated performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. The value of digital currencies can go up or down, and there can be substantial risk in buying, selling, holding, or trading digital currencies. You should carefully consider whether trading or holding digital currencies is suitable for you based on your personal investment objectives, financial circumstances, and risk tolerance. Yeah. So with that out of the way, I would like to, just going back to what Sheldon said, just to express how excited I am to be a part of BitMart. As someone who works at BitMart, it's clear that BitMart is very committed to providing the best possible user experience, focused on localization, security, and all the innovations, partnership with our partners like MoonPay, Simplex, Banksa, to just make crypto fiat on and off ramp easier for our users, and also what we've done in the past, to create security and safety for our users, like we're working with partners like Copper, Kobo, and Fireblocks to make our institutional users and our users in general safe and secure. So once again, I want to thank you, Sheldon, for sharing your vision with us today. And we're so glad to have you here with us today. So next, we'll move on to our panel discussion with our Chief Strategy Officer, Lee, and our Managing Director of Cipholio, Eric. So let's briefly talk about the financial economy and the role that crypto exchanges play. So Lee, given the recent challenges in the financial economy, what is your perspective on the importance of exchanges in the business world and the role they play in shaping the global economy?
Thanks, Kalichi, for the introduction, and thank you, Sheldon, for the great speech. I want to say we definitely had, in response to your question, we definitely had a very eventful last few days with the second largest banking crisis. I think what had happened, it was a very classic run on the bank, similarly to banking failures in the 1920s and the 30s, and slightly similar to the '08 financial crisis. having lived through the '08 crisis, kind of seeing Lehman collapse across the street, what really I think caught a lot of people off guard this past week has been how fast, Silvergate, SVB, and also Signature were kind of shut down and kind of came apart. So it was a classic prisoner's dilemma where people wanted to withdraw their money so that they can have access to it. And in the case of Silicon Valley Bank, which really was an institution in Silicon Valley and used by many, almost all startups, VCs, it became an issue of getting people to get their money so that they can make payroll. So that's why it had a huge impact and there was potential for contagion. I do want to mention now that we have zero exposure to the three banks. So want to kind of throw that out there. But I think because of the modern technology and because of communication, what should have maybe taken a few days, a week, 2 weeks, a month has really shortened into merely just 3 days before the whole thing kind of collapsed. Now, unlike crypto exchange custodian assets, traditional banks' deposits are supposed to be used by the banks to do other things, loans, etc. So there's no, from what we've seen, kind of foul play at part for this occurrence, but it does highlight an issue of traditional finance, and it does highlight the issue and the need for crypto and the need for blockchain. And this brings to the point I want to make about kind of it's an unpopular opinion, but I want to say crypto exchanges, we're not going away. We will always be the starting point to the ecosystem. From a practical perspective, from a practical point, mass adoption in crypto needs players like BitMart. People who want to get into crypto, people who want to buy crypto tokens, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, they need a starting point, and they need a place where they can keep their assets safe. And it is unlikely, it's impractical to ask everyone who's new to the space to go and get, for example, a hard wallet, to keep the password, avoid the losing. So crypto exchange is really the starting point, and it's where there has to be, mass adoption. And crypto is also global. It's not limited to certain geographic, political, or regions. So it sits above geography, above politics, even though sometimes it may not seem like it. But we really need to focus on serving our customers and making sure that we are continuing doing the work for the entire ecosystem. And so BitMart in its mission is continuing to do that. First and foremost, we are a global platform. And so even though we're headquartered in the US, our customer base is very global, from over 100 countries. Our project tokens listed are global. And we really focus on this global touch point. So that's one thing I want to mention. I'll pause here, Kalichi, and let you kind of follow up with your question, but I've been talking for a while.
No, thank you for giving us a lot of insight about the situation with the SBB and the importance of crypto exchanges. And to your point, we service a lot of global customers, people who want to get access to crypto, and also even like stable coins. People in other developing countries that need access to those alternative when their local currency is not there to help them and their government and things like that. So definitely cryptocurrency exchanges plays a huge role in our global economy. I couldn't agree more. So thank you for providing that insight to us. I guess a follow-up question to that would be just specific to BitMart. How does BitMart approach product development to ensure that its products meet the needs of those customers, and basically our global customers in general?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think right now we are mostly known as a spot exchange with heavy retail user base, and that is very true. But first of all, I want to mention that our customer base is very global, as I mentioned before. And secondly, we have been making a push for the last year or so over into institutional customers. And so we are really expanding on our institutional customer base. These are your hedge funds, crypto VCs, anyone who's in the institutional side. I think after the collapse of FTX, a lot of institutional customers really realized that they really need to go and diversify who they use, and they really need to move on to people they can trust. So that is something that we are really focused on, institutional customer base. The second thing we've sort of launched, I guess, is our NFT platform. And Sheldon mentioned this earlier in his keynote. Our NFT platform was a complete new project for us, although we do share a lot of the similar customer base. But we realized, A, there is a vital importance of creators and artists who needs a platform, and B, our customer base who needs to kind of keep their NFTs kind of same way as where they do the trading. They want to keep it together at BitMart. So that is like a new product we're very proud of. We've made tremendous stride over the last year or so, even though it's a very new product for us. We've also really dived into our derivatives platform. Our derivatives and futures platform is a heavy focus for us, I think, strategically, and also just given the current crypto volatility. And we've gone into our earn product. So we are constantly looking at ways that we can help our customers in terms of product expansion, in terms of geographic expansion. We are always trying to reach more customer base globally. We're not focused on just US or any certain countries. So that's something that we are very unique on. We will always focus on our customers, our commitment to our users, both retail and institutional users. Things will be always focused on security, risk management. We will always, look at product innovation and kind of constant improvement into our product features, tech features. Not to mention, KYC is something that we've been and will continue to be very diligent on, as well as our continued work on compliance. So we do have interesting projects launching in terms of the different platforms for our users. At the same time, we're going to make it stronger, the existing platform infrastructure that we have, not to mention the global expansion. So those are the three major areas I want to touch on in terms of our how we're improving on the product side.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, and I can definitely attest to that. As someone obviously who work at BitMart, I see our product team, working very very hard, to release innovative products and just security and making sure our users are safe. Working very very hard every single day, and so that's very beautiful to see. And
I want to add one point. So sorry to cut you off. I want to add, we are, at the end of the day, we are a tech company. So product and tech is well and always will be our focus. We are a crypto player, but our DNA is very much a tech company. So you'll see most of our 300 employees are tech and product.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That's true. Another thing Sheldon mentioned was our Cipholio, the Cipholio fund, which is another exciting, obviously part of our ecosystem. And we have Eric here to talk to us about Cipholio, which obviously is a way we're also giving back to our users and our community. And Eric, how does BitMart, specifically Cipholio, approach making investments in the crypto space? I guess what kind of projects or companies are you guys most interested in, like especially investing in developers and the broader crypto community?
Hi, Kelechi. Hi, it's a great pleasure to be here, and it's a really great question that how Cipholio as a venture of BitMart that helping the ecosystem in general and what we like. So first of all, we are really like early stage found that we focus on the people, young founders, and also our thesis is to how to bring the Web2 users to the Web3 space. And also the other thesis is how we can having a better current infrastructure and for the existing Web3 users. And having those two goal in mind, what we are looking for is first of all that we invest in Cipholio, and which is a fiat company based in US, and to enable the users that to having fiat conversion and from the fiat to crypto, and which is a really cool company, and led by their investment is led by General Craigslist, which is a very good fintech firm in the space. And also they integrate with a lot of public chains, and for example, like Nia, Aurora, and so they are helping the DeFi users and get into the space as well. And in addition to that, we also invest in the NFT and gaming space. And it would be great that we have I think we will have a pin message in the group, and everyone can see our existing portfolio. And in terms of gaming and NFT, and we think it will be one of the best approach that to having the users to join the space and to create more values in the Web3. And for example, that one of the interesting cases super casual gaming, and so where people can just spend 5 minutes time and to play the game and also earn the cryptos. And we are also appreciate that our portfolio Tiny World, and which is one of the top DAU platform on the BNB chain ecosystem in the gaming sector. And also that we think the NFT and the data is really critical in the space. So therefore, one portfolio called NFT Scan, and currently is one of the most fast growing NFT data provider in the space. And so if everyone you have a laptop at your hand, you can open CoinMarketCap. And currently on CoinMarketCap, the NFT sector's data is provided by NFT Scan. So we are really proud of them, and so they have many new initiatives, and including if you happen to having the mask widget on your Twitter, and you can also check the NFT data, and which is also provided by them. So on and so forth. I think they are very fundamental to having a better and seamless NFT data to the users like me and you, and to show to understand your membership benefits, to understand what PFT or like which NFT that you like most. And so in short and in summary, that we are very early stage and people focused and founder driven exchange venture arm. And we are, if you have any good ideas, and if you would like to meet in person, so our team based in Europe, Paris, Italy, and in the US, in Singapore and Hong Kong. So we are more than happy to meet in person and during the conference, and to discuss how we can be helpful to our user, customer, and partners for your something that you're building on, and to create a closer BitMart ecosystem.
Thank you, Eric, for giving us an in-depth, overview of Cipholio and what you guys do and how you help the ecosystem. For our listeners, please check the pin tweets to see Cipholio's basically the entire ecosystem and what they do and the companies they've invested in. And like Eric said, feel free to reach out to them if you have an idea that you think can that people should to hear about, to know. They definitely will be more than willing to listen to you and hopefully who knows find some of those ideas as well So do check out the pinned tweet to learn more about Cipholio. Eric, I would also like to ask you, maybe if you can give us some specific examples of how Cipholio, is contributing to the broader ecosystem. I know you guys do a lot of educational stuff, and if you can provide us some more details, specific examples, that would be really appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. So I think we have like couple folds that we are so contributing or like fostering the ecosystem in general. First and foremost, as you mentioned, is our we launched our advanced learning module about 2 months ago, and so the essential like purpose of this program is to let the Web2 people, including the people who already work or people who are in the schools, to understand what is the Web3 and what is the digital assets, and what will be the pros and cons, and what will be the challenges. And so we are lucky that we have over 400 global talents sign up for this program. And unfortunately, because the spots are limited, so therefore we select about 120 fellows to join the program. In which in the program it will be there are a lot of cool features, like we invite our portfolio's founders who are very young, passionate. Jason from NPC Vault to give a lecture to the fellows that about what be the challenge of being a founder. They raised about 5 million in the market, in bull market, and they are building a NPC like wallet and to the users, and to create a non-custodian wallet. We're facing the challenges of the custodian of assets in the space. So which also create a very good opportunity from the founder side and from the student side or participant side, and to create an ecosystem. And in addition to that, so the topics of our modules, including what is the centralized exchange, what is the Web3 landscape, and how to use the DeFi, and interestingly, that we also encourage people to meet in person. We're providing the animal grant for the students and for the participants, and that we encourage people to meet in person and hang out together. And so we are fully support to having some meetups and have some drinks events in different cities. And for example, that we will have some ones in Singapore, in Sydney, and also in New York, and in Hong Kong, and in London. So basically areas. So our fellows are everywhere. And this way is also to increase, to create an ecosystem among the BitMart that, so we are, because this program is a 6 months program. In the first 4 months that we are giving lectures, giving the opportunity to mingle with the founder and teams. And at the end of the remaining 2 months after the selection, that we also providing the internship opportunities. So in our portfolio and in Cipholio and BitMart. And so therefore people can have a very hands-on experience about what the crypto or digital assets companies or Web3 companies are doing, and what will be the opportunities that. Yeah. So and last but not least, that we also providing the scholarship for the outstanding performers. And so, which is also a way that we would like to create the eco and to give back to our supporters in at the BitMart. So, and this is the first like part I would like to mention that about our learning module. And I think we are on a rolling basis to enroll the students and the people who are interested. And so there, if you check Cipholio Advanced Learning Module on Google, you will find a media page, and there's a Telegram group, and people can join. And so we will continuously post the updates and the courses info in the Telegram group. And if our BitMart users and friends are interested, and feel free to join. And let's be. If you would like to be a contributor, a supporter, or a lecturer, we are also happy to engage with you and discuss how we can build up this thing together. Because essentially that is non-profit, and also giving back to the communities, and also to educate the talents to join the space to create a stronger ecosystem. And secondly, that I would like to mention is that our accelerator program, and which is a 3 months round acceleration together with Cointelegraph. So therefore, for our each cohort that we in general will having about 4 million impressions in the market, which contributing by Cointelegraph support on their website. And they're very generous to giving a lot of like media exposure opportunities to our program and to our portfolio companies and cohorts. And so we have about like 300 VC partners in the network, and usually there will be about 10 global VCs who would like to engage with our portfolios in the cohort. And so this is also one of the way to helping the founders from the idea stage and to the fundraising and product stage. And during the 3 months program, that we were providing a very intensive like feedback and also discussion in the product side, in the like presentation scale side, and in the strategy side. And with our learning module, we can also providing the talents pool to our portfolio and the cohorts. So therefore, this is a way that we create a closed loop of the ecosystem as well. So I think those are the two main new initiatives that we have been running over the last year, and also in the last few months as well.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of resources that you're providing to the crypto community. I can speak for myself to say that. I mean, I wish I had this opportunity, when I first got, exposed to the crypto industry. And this is for our audience. If you're new to crypto, you're listening to this, I'll highly encourage you to go to the Cipholio website and check out everything that they have to offer, especially the learning module. And I know, Eric, you said it's kind of like a limited time, or there's a limited space, but just make sure you follow them in case there's a new opening where you can be involved in this. This is for free. You're getting for free, and you can learn from the best. You'll be mentored. You'll be taught a lot of things about this amazing industry. Like you said, from what is DeFi, what is things like even market making, and how to raise funds, how to your presentation skills, like everything that you need to be successful in this industry. You're gonna learn from Cipholio, and especially if you're currently in the kind of the Web2, I guess the Web2 like space, and you're trying to get into the Web3 space. All the knowledge and all the knowledge you have, you can bring that into the Web3 space by attending this learning module and understand how things work in the crypto industry, regulations, policies, and a lot of things that you can learn from Cipholio. And I'll highly encourage you to definitely check them out. And I guess this kind of leads to our last question here, Eric. And I think you briefly touched on this, but how can individuals like interested in getting into crypto, how can they connect with Cipholio to participate in your educational programs?
Yeah, so sure. So I think we are, as the venture side, we are very, very delighted to engage with our partners and friends in the BitMart eco. And so my DM Twitter and LinkedIn are open to everyone. So if you would like to schedule a meeting and a call that or you present an idea and opportunity, I'm more than happy to take that. And secondly, that I think we will have very some exciting events globally, and we will have a very cool Web3 and Metaverse event during the Hong Kong Web3 Festival in the middle of April. And so we will co-host with this with Meta Era, which is a very advanced medium in the market. And so there will be around 10,000 participants for this conference. And during the conference, that we have a side conference, official side conference, and where BitMart and our ventures like friends and partners will join as well. And so this is the first event in Hong Kong. And secondly, we will have a consensus event also in May in Austin in the States. And so there will be a very cool party, and also the major event there. And last but not least, I think we will also have one during the HSCC in July in Paris. And so if the audience and friends here, you would like to meet the team in person and me in person, and I will join those three conferences. And so let's catch up in person. And so last but not least, so there in terms of the learning module specifically, I mentioned that please Google Cipholio Advanced Learning Module. There will be a media page, and there is a Telegram group that you can join. And so we will continuously to providing the updates of our program info, and also that though the space for the participants are limited, but however we are open for to the public for audit the course. And so I think this is basically that how to engage with our team and where to get the most update info regarding the learning module. Thank you, Klitsch.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for providing that information. And yeah, like Eric said, make sure you check them out, on Telegram, Google Cipholio, to learn how you can, get in touch with them. So an amazing opportunity. Like I said, I wish I had that opportunity when I started my crypto journey. So thank you for that. So now we are going to move into a brief Q&A section. So we gathered some questions from our audience, and one of the questions that our audience asked is, what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of I guess what are the advantages and disadvantages of BitMart exchange compared to other exchanges? So Eric or Lee, if you want to take that question, that'd be really appreciated.
Yeah, sure, of course. I think first and foremost is our focus on our customers. That's something that's been at the heart of our operation. I would also say, like, if you look at, first of all, there is a lot of exchanges. I think the last time I checked, there's almost 1,000 based on CoinGecko. But what really differentiates one exchange from other is the list of tokens and crypto projects that's listed. So BitMart currently has about 1,000. I think there are very few exchanges that have this breadth and kind of depth of what we cover. So that's a key focus. Another one is our very low trading fees for our users. I think especially for retail users who are very active on trading, like day traders, swing traders, the fee is a huge concern. So cheap trading fees, and even lower if you use our BMX as a discount token. And then thirdly is just our customer support, our 24/7 support, our focus on security, etc. So those, I would say, are the key. In addition to our new product development, which I talked about in the early part of the AMA. Disadvantages, I'll mention this since I think there's constant room for us to improve, whether it be adding new projects, adding new tokens onto the platform, furthering expand our product offerings. Our derivative team has done super well since they launched, but we can always, it is a relatively new product compared to our spot trading, so we're always working on it. So there's always room to do. There's always room to build on to get better. But yeah, we're doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, thank you for answering that. I think our large trading pairs that we have and low fees and customer support are definitely three key advantages of using BitMart over other exchanges. One last question here, and I think you touched on this briefly in the beginning. And this is one of the most asked questions, and for the right reason. It's very relevant right now. And the question is with the whole situation with the USDC depegging. I guess how have the recent events surrounding SVB and Silvergate affected the crypto market as a whole?
I think the depeg was an overreaction. That shouldn't really have happened. I think a lot of people were concerned because Circle had a huge amount of asset kind of quote unquote stuck on SVB. And so there was concern about ability to kind of pull that out. But, on Sunday, the Fed kind of came in and said that it's not really a bailout, but effectively it's a guarantee for all the depositors at SVB and the three other banks. Interesting enough, I will point out that all three banks are relatively crypto friendly. So from that perspective, it's not great for the crypto projects and ecosystem. But I think every single traditional bank failure, every single bank run is kind of shown the need for crypto, for Bitcoin, for crypto to exist and to do better as an ecosystem. During the fiasco with SVB, there were tons of conversations in Silicon Valley about how to get money out or how to do transfers, and wires takes tons of time. And that really doesn't, crypto is a solution for that, right? It's above politics. It's above, a centralized system. So in a way, I think for the long term, this is benefiting the crypto space as a whole. But in the short term, yes, there will be volatility. I think we've seen a little volatility. I think the depeg shouldn't have happened, but I think now it's back normal. But at one point it was about 88 cents on the dollar. And it's fear and irrationality and people wanting to kind of get things out, just like people were stuck with SVB. But once things settled, I think overall this is a positive direction for crypto.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the whole thing kind of highlights the importance of decentralized systems and just crypto in general. It gave a huge use case to why crypto is very important, and rightfully so. We can see that when that happened, like Bitcoin actually increased, just pumped to like 12% in a few hours when all this stuff was going on, because again it kind of highlighted the importance of crypto and blockchain technology. So hopefully things are starting to obviously come back to normal, and obviously we wish everybody that that are involved with the whole SVB situation, the startup companies. Obviously we wish them all the best for them to recover and during this time, and for things to go back to normal for their business, so they can pay their employees and everybody can be happy and go back to normal. But thank you so much, Lee, for providing that insights for us. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have. That's all the questions and all the time we have for today's AMA. I would like to thank Sheldon, Lee, and Eric for joining us in today's AMA, and also to say a huge thank you to all our users and all our customers who have been with us in the last 5 years through ups and downs. You've been here with us, so thank you so much. We really appreciate you, and your loyalty means the world to us. And also to our live audience, thank you so much for spending your time with us. We really, really appreciate it. Before we wrap things up, I would like to remind everyone of the BitMart anniversary campaigns that starts tomorrow. Again, that's there's a lot to be excited about. I highly recommend you check it out. There's a lot of prizes to be won. So go to the pinned tweets for more information on how to participate and how to win. And we'll be here tomorrow as well, like I said, on the 15th and 16th, we'll be doing an AMA series as part of our anniversary celebration. For tomorrow specifically, we'll be here at 10 p.m. Eastern for day number 2. So be sure to join us then. But on behalf of everyone at BitMart, myself, I want to thank you for spending time with us today, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everybody, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. No problem. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.